nikamuuta, nikamsaidia, nikamfanya akakuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Amerogwa na Raila, amenigeuka, ameniangaisha, umenitendea kama mnyama.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly allow me to say this, and just to make it very clear, because it is very, very important for you to understand that going forward, what the DP Rigathi Gachagua will be doing, and whatever comes out from Rigathi Gachagua's mouth is political. Rigathi Gachagua has declared war, full political war, against his boss, President William Samoei Arap Ruto, ahead of the 2027 general elections. Rigathi Gachagua is simply playing politics. Politics of sympathy, and at the same time, he is attacking his boss, President William Ruto. Now, politics of sympathy is actually a new political strategy that the DP Rigathi Gachagua is currently using to counter President William Ruto and Raila Odinga's handshake ahead of the 2027 elections. So Rigathi Gachagua is simply fighting for political survival, because the DP has come to realize, finally, that no matter what he will do, there is no way that William Ruto will still appoint him to be his running mate in the 2027 elections. The broad-based government formed between Ruto and Raila Odinga is a total disadvantage to the DP. That is why he is totally against it. But if you can still remember very well that politics of sympathy is the same political strategy that William Ruto was using when he was the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, to counter the handshake between the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and Raila Amolo Odinga. For William Ruto, it worked. And Ruto successfully managed to humiliate both Uhuru and Raila Odinga in the previous 2022 general elections. He defeated them. Ruto was voted massively by the people of the Republic of Kenya. Majority of votes that Ruto got is through the politics of sympathy. So William Ruto managed to bring down Uhuru and Raila Odinga. The question here is, do you really think that even as for Rigathi Gachagua, the DP, he will successfully manage to bring down William Ruto and Raila Odinga through the same political strategy? I want us to give it time. I want us to watch keenly and see what exactly is going to happen. But I have always said it here that Rigathi Gachagua's biggest problem is not President William Ruto. Rigathi Gachagua's headache, main political headache, is Raila Amolo Odinga. Immediately, Ruto brought in Raila Odinga to be part of his government. That is where the problem started. And that is why a very good example, during a photo session in State House, just recently, when William Ruto was launching Raila Odinga's African Union Commission, top job, and he had invited leaders across the East African community, heads of state from different countries. The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua refused to be part of a photo with Raila Odinga. Just have a look at this photo here. You can see Raila there, William Ruto. You can see the heads of state, then Musalia Mudavadi, the absence of Rigathi. So yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua was at Citizen TV for an exclusive interview. I watched that full interview. I listened very keenly to the DP Rigathi Gachagua. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. After I watched Rigathi Gachagua keenly, the DP Rigathi Gachagua is clearly falling into President William Ruto and Raila Odinga's political trap ahead of the 2027 general elections. And the DP Rigathi Gachagua is heading to the opposition ahead of the 2027 general elections. It is so unfortunate, really unfortunate, that Rigathi Gachagua's political advisors are still misleading. They are still misadvising. Rigathi Gachagua's political advisors are still lying to the DP to be against William Ruto, simply because his boss, President William Ruto, invited Raila Odinga in his government. As a matter of fact, the DP Rigathi Gachagua yesterday dared his boss, William Ruto, to impeach him.
That there is no motion of impeachment against the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya that can find itself on the floor of the House unless the President of the Republic of Kenya gives a nod.
Okay.
And again, even if it was to go there, nobody else has the capacity to push it through. It's only the President himself. There is nobody else who can. Getting 233 members of parliament, it's only him who can push it through.
Now, I want to assure you that Ruto will do it. President William Ruto will impeach his DP Rigathi Gachagua before the 2027 general elections. Because Ruto wants to prove to Rigathi and his allies that the DP Rigathi Gachagua is not the reason as to why Ruto was voted massively in the larger Mount Kenya region. Ruto strongly believes that he was the one who looked for votes by himself in the larger Mount Kenya region without the assistance, without the help of anyone. As for Rigathi Gachagua and his allies, strongly believes that Rigathi made William Ruto to be the president. Because without Rigathi, Ruto would not have gotten the amount of votes that he got in the previous 2022 general elections from the larger Mount Kenya region. So yesterday, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua committed two very, very dangerous political mistakes ahead of the 2027 general elections. Political mistake that Rigathi Gachagua will live to regret in his political career. So let me explain to you about all this and how it went down at Citizen TV. But before that, if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed, I'm just requesting you to please just take 1 second or two and subscribe down below for you to be able to receive more political updates from this channel. And to my returning subscribers, I really, really want to appreciate you for your continued support. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend this channel and this video in particular to reach out to more people, because that is the only way that we can improve this channel to grow. So I want you to follow this analysis to the end so that you can understand what exactly we are talking about here. So let us proceed. Mistake number one that Rigathi Gachagua committed yesterday alone, that he will live to regret, is conducting political rallies in Nairobi. You saw Rigathi Gachagua going to different places here in Nairobi, He was at Gikomba Market. Rigathi and these allies were in Hotisi, Nyamakima. Rigathi Gachagua was also at Tirum. And I want you to have a look at this photo, the crowd. The turnout was good, which clearly tells that these events that took place yesterday were well organized by Rigathi Gachagua and his allies to achieve a certain political objective. These rallies were specifically meant to confront, to attack President William Ruto directly. And that is exactly what Rigathi Gachagua and his allies did.
Hapa Nairobi tutajipanga. Tutajipanga. Hakuna siku ingine tutapeana kura bila mpango. Si ndio? Hapa Nairobi mimi nitamwambia vile tutakaa. Neguo. Nitwareka ni watu wetu. Nimeongea na kamati, nimesema kamati yenu ikuje tukae na MCA wenu na kamati na mjumbe. Kuna ile mambo ya barabara iko hapa tumeongea. Kuna mambo ya kiwanja iko hapa reli tumeongea. Kuna ile mambo yote wakuje. Lakini mtu yeyote ya kuchaguliwa ambaye anataka sapoti hawa watu achunge mambo yao. Ile mtu yeyote anategemea hapo mbele ya kwamba anataka hawa wananchi wa muunge mkono achunge maslahi yao na waongeleshe kwa heshima na asiwatishe, si ndio? Ni kwa itu.
Direct confrontation between Rigathi Gachagua and his boss William Ruto is very, very dangerous. Rigathi Gachagua should learn from William Ruto. No matter how Ruto fell out with Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto avoided direct confrontation with Uhuru. Up to date, even in the larger Mount Kenya region. In fact, that is why Ruto got votes in the larger Mount Kenya region, because he never attacked Uhuru directly when he was in the mountain. The same thing must happen to the DP. He must learn from that. The second political mistake that the DP Rigathi Gachagua committed yesterday only was the Citizen TV interview. Rigathi Gachagua must regret after that particular interview, because he attacked his boss, he confronted his boss with a lot of information during an interview session. You know, as a leader, there are certain issues that you must not say in public, and especially about your boss, to discuss your boss at an interview. Rigathi Gachagua, as a leader, should assist, should help President William Ruto to put the UDA party in order, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance house in order, instead of exposing his boss, William Ruto. Because Ruto is also trying to protect his DP, like what he said, like what he promised. But how can William Ruto do that when even his DP is part of all these issues that are going on in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance? So I think these are certain issues that Rigathi Gachagua must also learn to solve the issues within the UDA. You know, exposing the UDA party like that is not good. Rigathi Gachagua being petty to a certain level of complaining about his removal from our WhatsApp group. I find it very pity, because there are issues that Raila Odinga went through when he was with Kibaki. There are very many issues that Ruto went through when he was with Uhuru Kenyatta. But they never said such kind of issues. At Rigathi Gachagwa's level, he must not say such issues. What about his allies? What should they say? So the consequences that Rigathi Gachagua will face, Rigathi will be impeached, just like what I had said earlier on. Number two, Rigathi Gachagwa's allies will be removed from UDA / Kenya Kwanza Alliance by William Ruto, simply because there is no more trust between Rigathi and William Ruto. Their fallout is far much beyond what we are thinking. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. What can you say about Rigathi Gachagwa's political issues with his boss, William Ruto? What can you say about Rigathi Gachagwa's interview at Citizen TV? Let me see you again in my next video analysis. My name is Jason. Have a good day.